Hiya, and welcome to our first walk. When I say hour, it's okay. I am actually with another sentient being, but he's actually staring at me from about 50 meters away at the moment because he's wondering who the hell I'm talking to. But if I turn around, you will see the canine in question. That is Arthur, and he continues to stare at me because he doesn't know what the hell is going on, because of the many thousands of walks we have ever done, this is the first one that I'm apparently talking to myself in. And there he is. He doesn't know what is going on. Oh no, he's got used to it already. Good old Arth. Right, okay. Right, onwards. We're going to do a sort of, it's about 5:30 in the evening at the moment. It's quite mild. There's been a lot of rain in the air, though, it's intermittent sunshine. That's why I've got all this wet weather gear on, because we will get caught out. So yeah, we're about a mile or so into our walk at the moment, and we'll probably be out for another 5 miles or so. So that should take us up to about 2 hours today. Yeah, we're just heading down these little farm tracks that we're not really supposed to be on, but you know, if you don't get caught, it's not an issue. If you do get caught, you get a bollocking by the farmer, but you know, he doesn't normally have a gun with him, so yeah, we can just about suffer that. All right, what's Arthur up to? Oh, there he is, as usual. If there's a source of water, he'll find it and make himself dirty, wet, and basically yeah, just as scruffy and as much work for me as possible. Right, see you in a bit. Come on, slow coach. That's the one. Arthur has always got his nose on the floor. When he was younger, he ran around so much with his nose on the floor, he used to get regular nosebleeds. It's like, you know, what is down there that's so fascinating? Usually it's just a massive lump of fox shite. But, you know, each their own. Horses for courses. Arthur's just, he's just done his warm-up. Just chased an Egyptian goose halfway across the county. To give you some perspective of whereabouts we are in the country. In the background over there you can see, about to see the start of Guildford, which is on the yeah, there's a cluster of buildings on the in the centre of the picture there. Yeah, so we're sort of between Guildford and Godalming at the moment in Surrey. You know, this is the area we've walked in a lot since we've had Arthur. Yeah, so we divide our time between here and sort of, yeah, the North Downs really, which is essentially what this is, and the southerly part of the Weald, I guess, the Weald, which is the southerly part of Godalming, so sort of Thursley, Elstead, But yeah, this is where yeah, we come for the most part. You know, you can see Arthur, he has a good bound around. Fortunately, he hasn't seen any deers yet, because if that's the case, he sort of disappears for yes, quite a long time, and you begin to wonder whether or not he's coming back. But you know, he's got a pretty good nose, as old Arthur, so he can, and if he's downwind of myself after a couple of miles, he hasn't got an issue with finding me. Here he comes now, look, bounding, yeah, after yeah, with no quarry. Useless dog. Nah, he's a great little fella. He really is. Most of the time. Yeah, so yeah, here we are. We're just walking down this farm track at the moment. We are allowed down this farm track because, contrary to what the farmer said to me, I actually know for a fact that, well, this is on an Ordnance Survey map as a place where we're able to work. So stick that in your pipe and smoke it. There we go. Remnants of you know, the 3 storms that came over in February. Yeah, we've uprooted a fair few trees around here. Yeah, this old oak took a big limb off this oak. It's just starting to leaf again, which is nice. It's, despite the fact we're you know, sort of a third of the way through April, it's taken a surprising amount of time for you know, the leaves to start forming on these oaks, if at all, actually. Right, up this way. Arthur went after an Egyptian goose again. There's a lot of them around at the moment, Egyptian geese. Beautiful, beautiful things. And there is a deer. It's just slunk back in. There he is, look. There he is. A roe deer. Bounding over to that thicket. There's another one. Yeah, Arthur hasn't seen them yet. How close? They're roe deer, by the way. Beautiful. They call them the fairies of the forest because they are notoriously hard to sort of keep eyes on, really. You know, one minute they're there and the next minute they're gone. But those two have been fairly brazen. There you go. See Arthur, he's all of a sudden, you know, started cantering towards them. Yeah. But, you know, he wouldn't get anywhere near them, and if he did, he'd probably just sort of look at them and say, oh, sorry, I didn't mean to actually catch you. I just wanted to, you know, chase you and see what would happen. And yeah, he actually did that to a rabbit not long ago. Chased the rabbit. It was only a baby, caught it, and then just sort of looked at it for a couple of seconds, and yeah, that was the end of that. Yeah, he's got a good old heart, as Arth. Yeah. He's a little bit silly, but he's got a good heart. Yeah. Alright, no, they're long gone, Arthur. Come on, let's go over here. Chiff chaff. True sound of spring. Can't actually see it. There's another one, or is it the same one having flown somewhere else? We're just coming up towards the back of Loseley House, which is famous for its ice cream and also famous for being a big house. The only semi-interesting piece of information I have about it is there is one of the few portraits of Anne Boleyn inside it, which may or may not be worth looking at. You know, probably wouldn't part with any money to go and see that. But yeah, Loseley House is sort of used as a sort of a destination for various events, weddings, I don't know, stuff like that. For photo shoots. They made a film down here not long ago about David Bowie. It was a film or a series, I can't remember which. I was sworn to secrecy by the bloke, the security guard, but you know, oh well, let that one go, didn't I? But yeah, I mean, as you can see, we're walking. I mean, we've got a fence here that wasn't there before lockdown, and yeah, it's sort of, you know, that whole area is being, I don't know what they're going to do with it. I mean, but this is a good area to look for, because there's so many sort of voles and field mice and whatnot. This is a great area to watch owls and other birds of prey sort of swoop down. So come 7:30 when the sun's almost setting, yeah, hopefully we'll sort of loop back around this way and see if we can see an owl, which would be great. I saw a barn owl not so long ago, and they really, yeah, it's a phenomenal sight really. They are very, very they're picturesque and they're very serene. Come on. Come on. Arthur doesn't like these gates. And yeah, they're just beautiful to look at, and they don't sort of, they're not too skittish actually, like buzzards and kestrels. You know, they'll sort of fly away as soon as they catch sight of you. But I mean, the barn owls, they'll sort of, you know, they'll humour you for a while. Yeah, this is the weather I was talking about. 1 minute it's sunny, well it still is sunny, so I'm expecting an amazing rainbow in a minute, and then next it's yeah, chucking it down. So behind me, over there, Anne Boleyn ice cream. Here, Canada geese, quite a few of them, and greylag geese as well, who apparently lose the ability to fly over winter due to shedding the down or the feathers required to get them airborne. So yeah, I've got to keep Arthur well away from them, but they seem to keep themselves well well hidden during the winter. Yeah, they must feel quite defenceless when you know, your main form of getting the hell out of Dodge is to flap your wings and bugger off. Yeah. So yes, we are the greylegs, Egyptian and Canada geese are the predominant ones found around here. I'm sure there are others as well, but I haven't really bothered to search them. There you go, the deer are over there. There's only 2 of them. Completely oblivious to us, which is good. Don't like scaring deer, but deer, they are crepuscular animals. Big word there, which means they feed sunset and sunrise predominantly. Yeah, so now they're you know, they're just after an afternoon's ruminations, they're you know, grazing away, happy as can be, which is great. Love it. Absolutely love it. Yeah. Definitely about time for that cup of tea. There's a little rabbit running across there. Oh, there's a whole bunch of rabbits. After seeing them, he's gone into stealth mode, where he stupidly wiggles his bottom around and pretends to creep up on them. But yeah, they've seen him a long time ago. There you go, it's Arthur in stealth mode. Yeah, the trot begins before the desperate lunge into the bushes, where he will recoil some seconds later, empty-handed. There you go. Just simply can't be arsed now. It's been thwarted too many times by a rabbit. And as I've already said, if he actually does catch one, yeah, he just can't be asked to do anything with it. So yes. Right, look at this little spot here. It's where we sit down. Right, 1 flask of tea for me. Here he comes. As soon as anything vaguely edible materialises, Arthur's all over it. Come on, Arthur, out the way a minute, mate. Let me pour my tea. Lovely stuff. Bit of a weak one, but you know, don't like strong tea, so that's the reason I did that. Now, if you want to see a domesticated animal go completely ballistic, all you got to do is listen out for the noise. There you go. Here he is. Didn't take long, did it? Yeah, all right, mate. Chill out. Sit down. Sit. Sit. Yeah, that's the one. Oh, look at those eyes intent. Oh, no etiquette. You all right, mate? Here, I'll stop. Oh. Yeah, look. It's like I don't feed him. Like, come on. It's like goes through about 10 quid's worth of food a day. That's a lovely cup of tea, if I say so myself. Lovely. Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. Anyway, I'll see you in a bit. Right. Through the nettles. That cup of tea turned into a bit of a getting terrorised by various insects fest, which is a shame. But yeah, that's what you sort of come to expect next time I wear a hairnet. Some deer over there. See them? And a little roe deer. There they go. There they go. Lovely little things. And yeah, there is I'm trying to see what that is. Oh, it's gone. I don't know. Couldn't work out what that was, but it wasn't one of the sort of regular household birds. It wasn't a finch or a tit. Yeah, answers on a postcard to what that bird song was. I couldn't quite catch a proper view of it in the camera. And yeah, here we are, out to this beautiful field. Just slowly make our way around the edge of here again. This is a wheat. Absolutely beautiful at this time of the day when the sun's setting. It's the only time of the day to walk really for me. I struggle to, I don't really, I mean during the day I want to, you know, at lunchtime we'll walk, but normally we'll run actually. You know, I'm not that fussed about, you know, sort of relaxing too much at lunchtime. I just want to sort of, you know, get out, stretch my legs a bit on the bike or go for a run. But yeah, come the evening, or the golden hour at least, you know. Yeah, absolutely beautiful. Yeah, very lucky to have this on our doorstep. Quite an unusual sight over there, which I doubt you can see, but there is a solitary roe deer standing in the middle of the field just looking at us. Nothing new with that, but they tend to stay closer to the wood unless they're great, from what I've seen. You know, there's no science behind this, They tend to stay closer to the wood unless they're sort of with the rest of their herd. Is it a herd? I don't know. But that one, yeah, just a solitary roe deer, just standing there, staring at me and Arthur, hoping that we're just going to bugger off and that Arthur doesn't see him. Think you're going to be all right, matey? Yeah, you're going to be all right. Arthur's more interested in, I don't know, whatever's on the floor in front of him. Which is pretty much a rule of thumb. Right, you can see behind me, we're actually on the North Downs Way at the moment. Yeah, which runs from Farnham all the way across to Dover. Oh yeah, just about got up there then. Yeah. And then Arthur's going to go and chase a mountain biker off. Yeah, that's a tough ascent, that one. That he's just come up. Yeah, so this is the North Downs Way. Runs from Farnham, which is about 3 miles over there, to Dover. Is it Dover? Yeah, it's in that area, about 130 odd miles, yeah, to the east. So, come on, Arthur, let's go to Dover. Let's just go another mile up here, then turn around and go home. Well, not turn around, we're looping back now. Hopefully we'll get to see these, what do you call them? An owl of some description. Any owl will do. They're one of the big five in the UK countryside. Yeah, Africa's got its elephants and lions and hippos. We've got the owl, badger, yeah, fox. We've got golden eagles. Not around here we haven't, but you know, in Scotland they have. And what else have we got? Let's have a think on that one, shall we, Arth? Yeah, we're still thinking about the fifth of the UK's big five, and at the moment I'm erring towards the red deer, which is the largest of all the UK's deer, and the adder, which is about as exotic as it gets in Britain. Honestly, that is about it. You know, you don't exactly walk around these woods, you know, shitting it that you're going to get ambushed by some savage beast, unless it's a wino who's lost his way and somehow ended up on the North Downs Way, which is a bit like what I am, really. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. So the fifth. So we've got adder, fox, badger, owl, golden eagle, red deer. Yeah. So that's probably, well, that's 6, but you know, you can pick 5, and then yeah, make your own mind up, or you know, if you've got your own list, pop it down in the comments there. There we go. Oh, there he goes, look. Oh, he's a good lad. He's a good lad, Arthur. Oh, I've seen a bit. This is the toughest part of this walk. It's only a very short climb, but it's very steep. You'll see when Arthur walks up it, because he's got to use all this power. It's got to be touching 30%. Well, Arthur makes it look easy. He's cheating though, he's got 4 legs. This really gets you. I made quite light work of it that time. Yeah. So we're sort of looping back now. Hopefully we'll come across some interesting, you know, one of the big 5 or 6. I know for a fact we're not going to come across any red deer unless by some a weird twist of fate one has accidentally taken a wrong turn at Exmoor and hoofed it 200 miles over to the east. That'd be good though. Again, all we have around here is really well, in this particular area in terms of deer, it's roe deer. Although somebody told me that they saw a muntjac once. I'm not sure if I believe that. I mean, I thought it was a quite outlandish statement to make, you know. I mean, where's the evidence? There wasn't any. Of course there wasn't. Muntjac indeed. I mean, yeah, head over to Hampshire. You know, they're all over the place, but not here. They are. They aren't here, are they? Guttural sound, that guttural core, and there you can actually see one of them is a raven. There's a pair of ravens that live up here in the pines. We're right on the top of the ridge now, and yeah, they're quite territorial actually. I'm not sure if they're you know, voicing their disapproval at myself and Arthur being here. But yeah, whenever we walk through here, they sort of seem to get the arse. There's a couple of them, and they sort of, you know, circle you, and you know, they've got this sort of really sort of guttural clang of a call. And it's horrible, to be quite honest. Yeah. Actually, yeah, that's the 6th of the big 5. Yeah, the raven. They're actually bigger than. Yeah, you can hear it. Yeah, they're actually bigger than buzzards. So, yeah, I mean, one of the biggest birds in the UK. So, yeah. Lovely bit of blossom on that tree there. Oh well. Yeah. A couple of things have happened since I last turned on the camera. First one, had a phone call with my mum, which is the reason I've started to make these videos. And secondly, I'll talk more about that later in future videos, because I will be making more. And secondly, my selfie stick broke. So yeah, I am now walking with my arms stretched out and it's starting to ache. So I'm going to leave you there. It's 8 o'clock at night, so we've walked about 2 hours so far. It's still quite light. Well, I don't know how this will look. The camera's making it look quite light. we've walked 6.5 miles. It'll be probably about 8 when we get back. So that's all in a good day's walk. That is. Arthur has loved it. I don't know, he's down there somewhere now. Arthur, here. He's disappeared. He knows when we start to go home, and he gets bold and he starts to go home on his own. Come on, Arthur. But oh yeah, there he is. In the distance, you can just see him trotting away down towards that thicket. Anyway, I'm going to stick a podcast on now and walk home, and yeah, I'll see you all very soon. Take care, and thank you very much for watching. See ya. Bye.